Welcome back to the Oracles of Wealth, your premier daily cosmic guide to financial success. Today is Tuesday, June 2, 2026, and we are stepping into a massive mid-week liquidity acceleration. The Gemini sun is illuminating a hidden structural shift inside the financial plumbing of the global banking system. Overnight web scraping data reveals a historic reverse repo facility collapse, with institutional whales aggressively pulling hundreds of billions of dollars out of the Federal Reserve to chase yield in the corporate credit markets. While the general public ignores these deep plumbing variables, our data proves that smart money is executing a rapid, coordinated capital relocation. The retail crowd remains highly anxious, but the elite tiers are positioning aggressively for a massive mid-year rotation. Lead a Euro decode your exact 60-second daily horoscope tracker and your winning lucky numbers today. Aries, the massive overnight relocation of banking capital intensely triggers your third house of short-term commerce and immediate operational execution today. The rapid collapse in the Federal Reserve's reverse repo facility proves that institutional money is no longer content sitting dormant in safe havens, it is moving aggressively out into the wild to capture yield. You must adopt this exact pioneering mindset within your immediate business operations this morning. Your explicit financial ritual today is to identify any stagnant capital or unmonetized digital assets within your grid and immediately deploy them into a high-utility, revenue-generating project. Do not let the general consumer slowdown freeze your executive actions. Optimize your workflow, automate your administrative data, eliminate operational waste, and capture the massive, fast-moving corporate liquidity currently circulating through the market. Your lucky numbers are 3, 12, 21. Taurus, the cosmic transits are targeting your second house of personal net worth and liquid material assets as the trading week accelerates. The institutional flight out of government repositories proves that traditional fiat cash holding strategies are losing their economic edge, making your natural earth sign stability your ultimate financial shield this Tuesday. While the retail public remains paralyzed by sticky inflation fears, elite family offices are silently diverting massive liquid reserves into physical landholdings and hard commodities to lock in real-world value. You must mirror this precise asset preservation playbook within your private statements today. Your explicit financial ritual today is to audit your active portfolio margins and reallocate a defined percentage of cash into an untouchable, inflation-proof repository. Protect your baseline, ignore public panic, and secure your long-term empire. Your lucky numbers are 4, 13, 22. Gemini, the sun continues to generate supreme solar electricity directly inside your first house of identity, handing you absolute authority over your financial trajectory today. As institutional whales execute massive multi-billion-dollar liquidity rotations beneath the surface, the retail public is left in an anxious, confused standstill. This widespread market hesitation establishes the perfect competitive vacuum for your natural intellectual agility to completely dominate. A prominent network connection or unexpected piece of data this morning holds the precise coordinates for a highly lucrative dual-income enterprise. Your explicit financial ritual today is to finalize your digital frameworks and confidently pitch your premium consulting terms to a high-net-worth ally. Do not wait for the macroeconomic landscape to normalize, execute your strategy right now. Command your absolute market value and scale your revenue rapidly. Your lucky numbers are 5, 14, 23. Cancer, while the mainstream financial channels speculate over corporate credit yields today, your true wealth leverage operates entirely behind closed doors. The historic collapse in reverse repo metrics proves that elite banking institutions are moving their massive wealth out of public sight, and you must mirror this exact hyper-discreet play within your private accounts this morning. Your explicit financial ritual today is to execute a rigorous digital security encryption sweep across your personal portals and completely isolate your liquid capital from any volatile joint accounts. Do not seek public validation or discuss your economic steps with colleagues during this unstable midweek transition phase. Trust your deep intuitive radar completely, insulate your private financial sanctuary, build in total secrecy, and allow your protective assets to multiply in silence. Your lucky numbers are 2, 11, 20. Leo, your 11th house of elite professional networks and future corporate alliances carries a heavy cosmic charge on this active Tuesday. The massive institutional capital flight out of federal facilities has left traditional managers scrambling for yield, creating the ultimate window for you to step forward as the undisputed visionary leader. High-net-worth investors are actively searching for structured, high-utility enterprises to deploy their newly released cash reserves into this month. Your explicit financial ritual today is to take absolute executive command of a professional group alliance or pitch an ambitious joint venture strategy to a core business partner. The corporate grid is starved for data-backed certainty right now. Command the floor, project absolute mathematical precision, dominate the professional narrative, and let the incoming capital align with your vision. Your lucky numbers are 1, 10, 19. Virgo, your unmatched capacity for deep data analysis is your premium economic weapon as the midweek markets accelerate. Mainstream media outlets are ignoring the systemic banking plumbing shifts revealed by the reverse repo collapse, creating a dangerous blind spot for the retail masses. This critical data disconnect directly impacts your 10th house of career legacy and professional execution. Your explicit financial ritual today is to execute a ruthless, line-by-line operational audit of your business expenses and permanently eliminate every single administrative inefficiency. As institutional capital rotates into corporate sectors, your enterprise must operate with absolute mathematical precision to capture the inflow. Protect your margins against sticky inflation, optimize your budget software, maximize your daily productivity, and prepare your expanding empire for a massive career upgrade. Your lucky numbers are 7, 16, 25. Libra, the planetary transits of June mandate that you permanently abandon short-term local anxieties and aggressively adopt a comprehensive global framework. The sudden midweek banking plumbing shifts prove that localized capital markets are subject to rapid institutional manipulation, heavily activating your 9th house of international commerce and cross-border digital assets. If you remain entirely reliant on a single domestic economy today, your portfolio will face unnecessary credit friction. Your explicit financial ritual today is to dedicate an hour to deeply researching international real estate trends or foreign currency-backed logistics networks. Diversify your geographic exposure immediately to immunize your capital against localized credit defaults. Balance your internal scales by expanding your external horizon. The global wealth is waiting. Reach across the border and secure your ultimate sovereignty. Your lucky numbers are 6, 15, 24. Scorpio, you are the absolute master of turning market anxiety into immense personal fortune, and today's post-inflation landscape drops you directly into your native element. The sharp divergence between contracting federal liquidity and rising corporate credit yields is exposing massive structural arbitrage windows inside your 8th house of passive wealth architecture. While retail traders scramble blindly, elite whale networks are quietly shifting billions into high-yield corporate paper and private credit instruments this morning. Your explicit financial ritual today is to dive aggressively into the raw microdata of your contracts, crypto wallets, and joint holding agreements. Locate the specific hidden clause or liquidity gap that the panicked public has entirely overlooked. Move with absolute discretion, ignore the noise, and secure the bag in total silence. Your lucky numbers are 9, 18, 27. Sagittarius, the cosmic transits are moving rapidly across your 7th house of strategic business alliances and legal contractual foundations this Tuesday. With the broader consumer economy sliding into a tense post-inflation standstill, you must realize that casual handshakes and verbal agreements are a catastrophic liability. Your explicit financial ritual today is to establish ironclad, non-negotiable legal boundaries regarding your professional time, equity, and capital assets. Refuse to advance any business project or partnership this month without signed documentation and a verified deposit in place. Demand absolute structural clarity from your working partners, and ensure all financial milestones are put in writing. The cosmos promises massive growth, but only if your legal foundations are bulletproof. Protect your signature and defend your value. Your lucky numbers are 8, 17, 26. Capricorn, you cannot scale a massive global financial empire if your daily operational mechanics remain bound to unorganized tracking systems. Live market data shows institutional leaders executing massive capital reallocations to hedge against the ongoing banking liquidity shifts, proving that automated liquid workflows drive the elite tiers of enterprise. Today, the planetary transits target your 6th house of administrative tracking and daily routines. Your explicit financial ritual today is to implement a rigid, computerized cash flow tracking tool or completely automate a tedious daily administrative task. By entirely stripping away your operational drag this morning, you instantly unlock the mental bandwidth required to execute major physical capital plays later this week. Structure is your premium currency. Build your foundation now. Your lucky numbers are 8, 17, 26. Aquarius, a high-voltage surge of visionary brilliance is electrifying your 5th house of speculative assets and digital branding today. On-chain network trackers have just flagged multi-million-dollar whale wallet transfers moving silently through decentralized protocols, showing that alternative finance architecture is actively positioning for a major midweek capital rotation. The cosmos is handing you a clear green light to break completely free from traditional economic models. Your explicit financial ritual today is to draft a comprehensive risk model or technical data blueprint for an unconventional, technology-driven asset concept. Do not gamble blindly under this transit. Back your unique genius with hard empirical numbers. Innovate systematically today, map your parameters, lean into decentralized liquidity, and collect your massive returns. Your lucky numbers are 4, 13, 22. Pisces, your primary cosmic directive today remains absolute domestic security and foundational asset insulation. The massive shift in macro banking plumbing proves that institutional capital is fleeing safe havens to chase corporate yield, showcasing a clear systemic movement that requires absolute baseline protection. Before you deploy capital into the open markets this week, your private sanctuary must be fully protected. Your fourth house of real estate and core structural assets is holding the heaviest protective charge today. Your explicit financial ritual today is to execute a physical security upgrade to your property or transition a portion of capital into an untouchable, long-term vault. Block out the external market anxiety, ground your energy, insulate your baseline, and watch your assets compound in complete peace. Your lucky numbers are 2, 11, 20. If your birthday is today, Tuesday, June 2nd, you are entering an extraordinary year of strategic asset relocation and financial expansion. Born during this high-velocity wave of Gemini season, your next 12 months will be completely defined by operational versatility, institutional networking, and the mastery of multiple digital revenue streams. The cosmos is explicitly demanding that you shatter any remaining reliance on a single, fragile source of income. This year, your rapid cognitive processing is your highest value asset, and you will find incredible success by connecting technological automation with your personal brand. Trust your sharp intellect to identify emerging global economic trends long before the general public, build unyielding legal and operational foundations, and watch your net worth multiply rapidly. That completes your daily financial horoscope for Tuesday, June 2, 2026. The midweek liquidity rotation is officially live, and your willingness to adapt today determines your financial altitude for the rest of June. To lock your accounts into today's wealth frequency and support our growing community, drop your sun sign and your lucky numbers in the comments below with the word dual. If you are ready to stay one step ahead of the institutional money shifts, hit that subscribe button right now, turn on your daily notifications, and I will see you tomorrow morning for your next reading.